Welcome back, fans of all things Disney. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's actually a subscriber requested video where I will take you kind of around my house and let you see some of my different Disney decorations or Disney decor. Before I do that though, I do have something to announce, and I did want to remind everybody the May giveaway is up and running. We have now moved into May. So if you are interested in entering for a box, a customized box of Disney goodies, you just have to be a subscriber, so hit that subscriber button. And then you do get 3 entries into the drawing if you're a new subscriber in May. Existing subscribers, you always have 1 entry, and then you get additional entries just for commenting on any and all videos that we upload over the course of the month. Now, my announcement. I have the winner that was drawn for our April giveaway, and I'm very pleased to share that this is a new subscriber, somebody that subscribed in the month of April, and I will show you the name here. The winner is, I think that's Desaday, D-E-S-A-D-A-Y. So what I would need is I would need that person to please send me an email at Mickey's Magical Delivery. Include in that email a list of all of your favorite things about Disney, your wants and wishes, your favorite parks, your favorite rides, if you might be interested in a t-shirt, your clothing size, things like that. And then I will, as soon as all the stores are open, go and pick out some fabulous items specifically for you so that it is a customized box of Disney goodies. And again, congratulations to Desaday as our April giveaway winner. Now, if you weren't the winner, but you are interested in winning for May, you have to be a subscriber, so hit that subscriber button and make sure you're commenting on any of the videos that I upload over the course of May. I have a feeling that there will be a lot of videos again in the month of May, and I know if you're used to the channel, you're used to the craziness that's starting to happen behind me with the dogs, but if you are not, I do have 3 dogs. I do not shut them out of my videos, so sometimes the noises get a little crazy. You might see the tripod get knocked into, things like that, but they're part of my life, so I like to share them with you. So now that I have done the announcement and I have shared about our giveaway, let's jump into some Disney decor items. Now, you might notice some of the attire that I have on. I am sporting some of my Run Disney attire. This was a jacket my husband had purchased for me from one of the princess runs. And then I, of course, have my princess ears on because some of this Disney decor come from my adventures in Run Disney. And even though I did take this last year off, I am going to be getting back into Run Disney events. I just registered for the virtual 5K series. And as soon as we get the all clear for things to happen at the Disney parks and I know that everything is safe, I'm going to start registering for some of those races again so that I can get back into everything. And now that it's May, I do have my May 10-mile challenge, my May the 4th 10-mile challenge that I am starting as of today. So good news all around for Run Disney if you're interested in Run Disney content, because I'm going to be able to be adding quite a bit of that to the channel. But you're here for the Disney decor video, so let me go ahead and get started with those specific things. The first thing I want to share with everybody, this is one of my little mini door greeters, and just so that you know, a little disclaimer as we go around the house. I love the simplicity and the beautiful architectural designs that the deluxe resorts are able to pull together for their Disney decor. And while it would be fantastic to emulate that, that is simply not my style. I can appreciate that beauty, but I am a more in-your-face kind of a Disney fan, so you will notice that there is nothing subtle about my Disney decor. There is nothing subtle at all about it. Thus, the Disney door greeters. Every single season, and I have some for every season, every holiday, you're gonna find something like this sitting by my door. Normally there is a pair, so there would be a Minnie and a Mickey, but I wasn't a huge fan of the Mickey that went for the springtime one, but hi Iris. But I loved this one, and I think one of the main reasons that I liked this one is a lot of the others are holiday specific. So the Easter ones have Easter eggs and things like that. This one is just, it's a great one for spring and truthfully summertime. So I'm gonna keep her up at the front door for a good portion of the summer, I would imagine. But then I also have Disney door greeters that are all in their swimming attire, and I have patriotic door greeters, and I have, of course, all of the holidays, like I said. So I try to mix them up. And I also have those in my classroom as well to kind of welcome the kids into the room, even a school color Disney door greeter, just because you can't have a Disney classroom without a Disney door greeter. Drop, Iris. So this little buddy sits by my front door, and then I will take you throughout the rest of the house. I won't show you everything, but I will show you some of my absolute favorite things. So come on along and check out my Disney home. All right, so one of the things that I really love, I think kind of the most, is my Run Disney medal collection. This I have hanging up in my bedroom over the treadmill, and it just kind of helps me to stay motivated when I am on the treadmill, although I do try to get outside more now that we are in Florida to do any of my walking and running. It's more walking now than running, but I love these medal holders. And I have them all kind of themed. So these are all my Star Wars medals. I did go ahead and hang up my May the 4th Be With You medal a little bit early, but I just thought it was so cute on the hanger. And then I have several of my princess as well as my Disneyland medals. This particular hanger, this one says I run this world, and this one has all of my virtual 5K medals on there. And then this last one, this is a collection of the rest of my princess medals, and the medal hanger is a crown with kind of a running logo on there. So it's one of my favorite pieces of decor in the house. This is recognition of a lot of time, a lot of sweat, and lots of energy expended to be able to accrue this many Run Disney medals. All right, this is probably my newest piece that we've added to the house. I've got it here just sitting over the sofa in the family room, but this was something that my husband had purchased for me for my birthday. It's a little bit off center. We had some interesting times trying to get that hung, so I'll have to fix that. But I absolutely love this, and the fact that my husband picked this out completely on his own. I didn't have any say in which print that I would want. He picked out the perfect one, and it is gorgeous, and it looks amazing on the wall. Okay, and this wall hanging has to be my absolute favorite out of not only all of my Disney wall hangings, but I think it's one of my absolute favorite items that I happen to own. This is a cross stitch. I don't know if you can exactly tell from the camera, but this is a cross stitch, and my mother did all of this work. I'll kind of zoom in so that you can see, and you'll notice it is cross stitched. Almost every single little square is filled in. The only places that are not filled in are up at the top, but everything else that is actual cross stitch thread. This took her years, not weeks or months to do, but years, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love, love, love this. It is beautiful, and the fact that my mother did this one for me, it just makes it oh so special to me. I will never take this one down. I love this. So this is a piece of art that my husband actually got for me for Christmas this past year. It is one of those wrapped canvas prints, and he purchased this for me at Disney Springs, and it was a real surprise because I had not even seen this one. But it fits kind of perfectly right here on this little corner of a wall between our kitchen, dining room, and our family room. Okay, so in my dining room, which is adjacent to my office space, I also have this hutch that my parents had given to us a few years ago, and what I try to do is keep a nice variety of some of my different Disney items up here on the top. I'm a huge fan of like the 3D picture frames. You can see that one there from when my daughter was a little girl. We used to get one on every trip when we would go to Disney World, just to kind of put a framed image. I've kind of pulled back on that because I have so many different Disney picture frames. But also up here, I have some of my Run Disney statues from some of the different events. And then of course some of my Jim Shore. This one is from my mom. This is the Elliot one. I got that for Christmas from my mom this year. And it's just a nice thing to have sitting in our dining room in between my office space and the family room, just because it's a nice place to put those pictures. It's a splash of color here in the dining room. And then of course I also have things like my Disney wine glasses from the different Run Disney events, some snow globes and things like that. My daughter is very much into tea drinking, so we have the Aladdin tea lamp, and then of course her Cinderella tea mug there. And then of course some Jim Shores from some of the subscription boxes that I was belonging to. And this one is perfect because I kind of use this whole china cabinet as my backdrop for when I'm teaching, because I sit at the dining room table. But overall, it's just a nice place to kind of put some of my different Disney picture frames and little keepsakes that I've collected over the years. All right, so in terms of my office, the way that I have it set up is over here in kind of the corner. I have my monorail set, which I know is quite dorky, but I do love it. So this is the Disneyland monorail. And then I of course have a couple of little Skyliners because those had just come out. I've got my Cinderella Castle as well as my Epcot Globe for the monorail, and I still need to get some more pieces, but I do just really like having this set up in the corner of the office. I do have a Tiny Kingdoms kind of banner with just a handful of pins. They're cute. I don't know. They're so tiny, and I wasn't as enthralled with them as I thought that I would be, but I do still have that up. And then this is something I have been working on for several years, actually. That is my Mickey head wreath made out of different magic bands. It's probably one of my most unique decoration items in the house, and one that, I don't know, I just kind of love it. It's by itself on that wall. You've got the curtains there, and then you've just got that big splash of color. Then over on this wall, I did go ahead and I had purchased these at the Character Warehouse at one point. These are the attraction posters, and when you walk into Magic Kingdom, you hopefully have noticed that they have those attraction posters, those big ones that are kind of framed as you're walking in. That was kind of the effect that I wanted to go for. A minimal effect, obviously. This isn't the same thing. But we have the Royal Banquet Hall, Crystal Palace, Phantom Manor, we have the People Mover, of course Splash Mountain, and the Carousel of Progress. There were more images, but these are the ones that I really liked the most. And then this is my newest addition to the wall. It isn't entirely completed. You can see that there. I do need to get a couple more square pin boards, but you can see that I have my Castle collection kind of started and hung up on the wall. Sorry for the glare there. And then of course I've got my Stitch collection prominently displayed. Then I have Wall-E, and I have my Baymax collection, though most of those Baymax pins are going to be over on the seasonal pin board. I decided I would take one of my square pin boards and I would turn that into my hot air balloon or just a balloon pin board, which I'm pretty happy with. And then of course that's my Elliot one. It's coming along nicely, I think. And then I think this is one of my pride and joys, right? This is the Mulan pin board, and I'm just so pleased with how that is coming together. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to go ahead and bring you into my office space so that you can kind of take a quick look around. I'm going to start with what you see most often when I am filming a video, and you can see here we have our Welcome Home DVC print, the Hosky family, and it says Your Pal Mickey on it. with Pluto signature as well. That came from a package I had purchased for our very first day as Vacation Club members. We chose to stay at the Treehouse Villas that first time, and I wanted to make it really, really special for everyone. So we were able to get that print as well as a couple other items that I'll show you in a minute. I try to keep my oh my, what a wonderful day calendar as up to date as possible, though I'm really bad at that. Today it happens to be accurate. I also added in to kind of the display for the videos, my newest, that Grail pin that I got not too very long ago. My husband had gotten that for me for our upcoming anniversary. And that's of course the paw print from Fairy Tales. And then of course my seasonal pin board, which if you watch the channel you have seen that as I have gone through it. Also in here I have a lamp that my husband had purchased for me. I love this with all of the different Disney colors. And kind of a funny story, he didn't realize that he did this, and he does it quite frequently, but he actually ended up getting me 2 lamps. So one of those is in my classroom. When he's shopping online, he doesn't pay a lot of attention. So, all right, and then these are the prints. These are some prints that I had gotten from Walt Disney World as kind of a purchase with purchase several years ago. There's Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and then Animal Kingdom as well. And they just seem like they would be the perfect thing to frame and put there. Then I also have, we've got my Bigfoot Stitch, which I love, some pictures, some motivational quotes and snow globes, things like that. Up top we have, let's see, this is a castle that I had purchased when I was out in Disneyland for their diamond celebration, and when I went to go do a half marathon out there so I could get my coast to coast medal. And I just thought that that was amazing. I didn't purchase it out there, but when it came to the character warehouse and it was like $30, I grabbed it. It's gorgeous. Then I have that canvas wrap print of my favorite scene in Tangled, a picture from when I finished my first half marathon. And then just some other framed postcards that some of my subscribers had sent me, as well as some Jim Shores. Back here you can see the picture of my family from when I had finished my first half marathon, and some other little trinkets. That's all my pin binders. I have the trading one out right now. And then you can kind of see those are the bins, and I store people's items in those bins for the personal shopping business. Just some basic souvenirs. It's funny, I had somebody ask me the other day, is that an Easter egg that is up there? And no, it's not. It is, I have a Goofy stuffed animal back there, and that is a Goofy stuffed animal hat. And then kind of up in this area, just some basic photographs, a couple Jim Shores, some snow globes that my husband had purchased for me. Just some basic fun things. Everything is unfortunately kind of crammed in together because I've just run out of space here in the office area. But I do love all of these different items for one reason or another. Either they were gifts or they were things that helped me to remember specific trips. Okay, and then one last thing here in my office space. This is a Disney Vacation Club Welcome Home banner that came with that package that I had purchased for my family. You can see there that it says Welcome Home, and then it's got the little Disney icons on the back. But one of the things that I love most about this, if you just flip it over, it says member since, and then the year that we actually joined. And I just thought that that was such a wonderful little keepsake. What we do is, well, what we used to do, I kind of just keep it in my office space now, but we used to bring that and put that on our door at any of our Vacation Club properties when we were staying there. But now it just kind of sits here in my office, which is of course at the front of the house, and just kind of welcomes people into the house. So hopefully hopefully you enjoyed that little look around my home. Again, I didn't share everything with you. There's just kind of too many individual items, whether it's the Mickey Mouse cookie jar that has the dog treats, or it's the Mickey head fruit bowl, or things like that. But I did try to show you some of the, especially the wall hangings, because those are definitely decor for the house. And hopefully you did find something in there that you thought was at least entertaining and enjoyable to see. I would love to get to the point where I have, say, a specific room just dedicated to my Disney infatuation, I guess you would say. But in truth, Disney will kind of be throughout every room of my house forever. My husband is very supportive of my decisions to decorate my my Florida home as my Disney home, so I am so appreciative for that. If you like to come to this channel in large part because of puppy antics and they're over here being fools, make sure you wait after the video, because I do have kind of a cute little video with the puppy and with Maja. I am going to have to play music over this one because I neglected to turn the TV off, and of course there's news running in the background. But I will put some music over that so that you do not have to be berated with the news of the day, which is not always uplifting and fun. But if you are interested in that, make sure that you wait for the end of the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can enter yourself into the May drawing. And until our next video, bye-bye.